better alternatives to selling on eBay and Amazon. Hey, have you been selling on eBay and Amazon? You just don't want to do it anymore. I mean, maybe the fees are too high, maybe you lost your account, or maybe you're just tired of competing with people that don't even care if they make a profit. Well, in this video I'm going to give you the best alternatives to selling on Amazon and eBay, and we're starting right now. Hey, JR Fisher here. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Go down there now, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget, while you're there, join the family. How do you do that? You ring the bell right next to the subscription button. You hit that, you smash that bell, and you turn on all notifications so that you can join our VIP family, and I can let you know every single time there's a new video. Now, I've been selling online since 2009. I've sold millions of dollars worth of both physical and digital products, and you know what, I share all those tips and techniques with you on this channel so you can start, run, and grow your online business. Now, at the end of this video, I've got a bonus for you. It's an e-commerce course valued at $97 that you can get absolutely free by just clicking the link in the description. So, have you been selling on Amazon and eBay? What has your experience been? Has it been good? Has it been bad? What have you found that's worked for you? And do you have alternatives to selling on Amazon and eBay? I'd like to hear all your comments. Put them in the comment section below, and I'd love to talk to you about it. Okay, the first alternative I'm going to tell you is Etsy. Now, Etsy started in 2005, and it was more of a artsy, kind of crafty website, and they've grown since then. And I mean, they've grown in a big way to where they have 1.6 million sellers on there now of all kinds of products, both new and crafted products. They also have 26.1 million buyers on there now, which is amazing. So that's a great site for you to try out and sell your products on. There's all kinds of cool gadgets and t-shirts and mugs and all kinds of stuff, and if you use one of those print-on-demand companies, you can actually sell it on Etsy. Now, both Etsy and eBay both have a listing fee that's required. eBay listings will last you 10 days unless it's a fixed price, and then they'll last up to 30 days. When selling on Etsy, your listings last up to 4 months, which is a lot longer, and it's going to save you some money in listing fees. Etsy is also a lot cheaper when you're selling something. It's only a 3.5% sales fee. Now, if you've ever tried to contact eBay support, you know that can be a challenge. Etsy has much better support, much easier to get a hold of somebody and get the help you need. Now, Etsy certainly is more geared towards handmade and vintage products. So if you have something that fits in that area, you're going to do really well on Etsy, something that's more unique. Now, this next site that I would recommend to you is Bonanza. Now, Bonanza even has a catchphrase that says, "Find everything but the ordinary." On Bonanza, you're allowed to sell a much wider variety of wholesale products, which opens up more opportunities for you. The next one that's available is called Rubylane. Now, Rubylane is more on the antique side and vintage type items. If you have items that are antiques or that are vintage, those are really good products for Rubylane. Okay, here we are at Bonanza. They are headquartered in Seattle, and they're kind of new to the e-commerce scene, but they're doing incredibly well right now. The marketplace encompasses more than 22 million items, ranging from Godzilla garden gnomes to taxidermy alligators, all kinds of crazy stuff. A lot of the sellers are making good money on Bonanza. Site has merchants and shoppers in nearly every country around the world, and there's more than 40,000 sellers that have already created businesses here. So Bonanza is one of the easiest selling platforms to use, and its popularity is on the rise amongst almost all sellers. Matter of fact, Bonanza has taken out the top rating for communication once again. They were just voted the most recommended selling venue there is on the internet, according to Entrepreneur's 360 Best Companies list. Now, as we compare Bonanza to eBay, Bonanza is similar to eBay in that it has a huge range of different products that are being sold on both, but the sky's the limit for what you can sell. Unlike eBay, however, many items on Bonanza are quirky and unique, extraordinary items that really do well here. Because Bonanza doesn't make money until its sellers do, you'll see much higher profit margins. It's absolutely free to list things on Bonanza, which is really cool because they charge you a fee on eBay, and the average fee per sale can be as little as 3.5%, which is considerably less than eBay. Bonanza is also a fixed price marketplace, meaning that buyers pay the listed price as opposed to bidding like eBay's auction style ones are. Bonanza also sends every item listing to Google and Bing, and sellers have the option to get more exposure by advertising their listings in other channels such as Price Grabber, NextTag, and Bonanza's affiliate advertising program. Also, many online sellers like to list their items on multiple platforms, which is why Bonanza has easy to use import features for listings on eBay, Etsy, and Amazon. Now, although Bonanza's monthly traffic is lower than eBay's, the ratio of shoppers to sellers on Bonanza is much higher. It's like 1,300 to 1 on Bonanza versus less than 10 to 1 on eBay. This means far less competition between sellers and far more chances for buyers to see your products. Now, if you're trying to decide if Bonanza is best for you, it's really for unique products that you aren't going to find in other places, products that are really kind of out of the ordinary. That's where you'd want to go, is Bonanza. Some of the top categories would be collectibles. That's a big category on Bonanza. Also home and garden, women's fashion is also very big, and of course health and beauty. Now, the next place that's available is Craigslist. People forget all of the possibilities that you can use Craigslist for. You can sell almost anything on Craigslist, well, including yourself in the personal section. It's kind of like a no frills thing that has no listing fees, no selling fees, but it's also super basic in design. You're not going to get a lot of the bells and whistles you'd get with the other sites. You know, after all, it's really just a forum. It looks like something that was written in the 90s, but keep in mind this is free to you, and being able to sell on Craigslist for free, well, that's a pretty good deal. How does Craigslist directly compare to something like eBay or Amazon? Well, eBay charges to list and sell items. Craigslist only charges for a small handful of post types. So like if you're listing a job or vehicles, something like that, they are going to charge a fee for those. Products are actually free to list. Now, eBay will get involved in disputes if necessary while you're on your own on Craigslist, so there's kind of a higher risk there. Craigslist requires you to sell locally, and often you arrange for pickup or drop off of the item, so you're not shipping them out. This also limits your marketplace compared to eBay, which usually involves shipping to a wider market area. Unlike eBay, Craigslist has a free section where people aren't looking to make money. Yep, that's right. They just are trying to get rid of things they don't want. A lot of this will be junk, but you can keep an eye out for anything that you could get and maybe resell for a decent profit, especially if you're skilled at fixing things up. Now, the next place I want to look at is eBid. That's number 4, is eBid. eBid is like another sell anything marketplace. It's similar to eBay and Amazon in that its platform for selling is almost anything still, but it's not as well known. You're going to be selling to a smaller pool of buyers. There's not quite as many people you could sell to, but it's definitely a lower cost option than eBay or Amazon. But the profitability rating is also a lot lower. The absence of listing fees and a low 3% commission charge per sale does make this a low-risk marketplace to test out. So if you're looking for a change and you've got little or nothing to lose by putting them there. Now, keep in mind, eBid is similar to eBay in that they both have an auction style format for product listings. eBay is a larger platform than eBid and receives more traffic. eBid is a much cheaper alternative than eBay, and it's a lower risk option, but they're both trusted marketplaces with a wide variety of product categories. Next up on the list, number 5, is Rakuten. Now, they're doing a lot of advertising on TV now, and they're getting a lot of press. Rakuten was formerly known as Buy.com, and they were considered the Amazon of Japan. Now, Japan is not the first country that comes to mind when you're thinking about e-commerce, but get this, Japan's population is more than 126 million, and more than 90% of Japan's internet users are registered at Rakuten. So that tells you something right there. That's a big marketplace. One benefit of Rakuten is that you're not competing with the website itself. Now, that's really different. Unlike Amazon, which sells dozens of its own brands on the site, and if you're selling really well in a particular area, they'll probably come up with their own brand. Rakuten does not compete with its sellers. You also have more power to customize your store within the platform, and something that other e-commerce websites don't allow is that customization that you're going to get over there. There are some really big names like Dell, Lenovo, Office Depot, Airweave, and Dyson that use Rakuten. Rakuten is more like Amazon than eBay. It's more of a traditional online retail site, not an auction type platform. Now, believe it or not, the fees on Rakuten are actually higher than eBay, and they're calculated in a different way. You're going to pay a $33 a month fee just to be able to sell on the site, and then on top of that, you're going to pay between 8 and 15% for a category fee and a 99-cent fee every time you sell something. Our next site we want to look at is Newegg. Newegg is an online marketplace that really claims to be #1 in the marketplace for everything technology. So if you're in a technology based type thing, Newegg is going to be the site you're going to want to be on. Now on Newegg, sellers can list products on the marketplace with reaches up to, get this, 36 million customers. Newegg is based in California and has distribution facilities all across North America and also in Canada. It has a global reach of more than 50 countries at this point, but you're going to be a lot more restricted in terms of what products you can sell. Newegg is really for tech products, so if you're not in tech products, you're not going to be able to do it. Now the flip side is, if you're going to sell on Newegg, understand that everybody coming to Newegg is looking for tech products, so you've got a much more defined and targeted audience. Newegg also does offer fulfillment service, and they're going to be shipped by Newegg, similar to Amazon's FBA. Newegg also offers a fulfillment service called SBN, shipped by Newegg. It's similar to Amazon's FBA, which is fulfillment by Amazon, but eBay doesn't do any fulfillment at all, so you couldn't do that on that site. Now Newegg provides account managers who can help you set up your business and guide you along the journey. Newegg offers tiered membership options, so they've got a free one, they've got a $29.95 a month, and they've got a $99.95 a month. The more you pay, the more support, tools, flexibility, and listings that you're going to get. They also take a commission, and don't forget that's a rate of between 8 and 15%. The next site I want to talk about is eCrater.com. Now eCrater is 100% free online marketplace. The main appeal of eCrater is that it's free to set up a store, and it even has templates that you can use to easily create an attractive store. It is possible to import your listings from eBay, which is good if you're looking for a transition entirely. There's not a lot of information on eCrater online, but it's said to be at least 65,000 active stores on the site, and the number of customers and the amount of traffic pales in comparison to the larger e-commerce platform. So it's probably best used as a complementary marketplace where you can sell a little bit more extra goods rather than one that you solely rely on to run your business. So how does eCrater work? Well, it's 100% free to open and run a store on eCrater. However, if eCrater brings you a sale, it takes 2.9% of the total sale. You keep 100% of the sales that you bring to your store through your own SEO and marketing offers. While there's no recent data available, the number of users and visitors on eCrater will be much fewer than eBay's numbers. eCrater provides online store templates, which does help you out, but you can also customize your store to include your own branding. The next one we're going to talk about, and we mentioned a little bit, was Rubylane. Now what's Rubylane? Well, Rubylane is really a legitimate alternative to selling on eBay. It's been designed to bring buyers and sellers of antiques, art, vintage, collectibles, and all kinds of different jewelry together. It's similar to ones on Bonanza and Etsy. Rubylane currently has 1.1 million unique visitors per month, which is impressive really for a niche marketplace. The majority of the people who are on the site are either from the UK, Australia, Canada, and the USA. Some also in Germany, but it has a global reach of 85% of women users aged over 40, which is pretty darn good. Almost all describe themselves as collecting enthusiasts. So if your product is something that people can collect and they can buy more of, it would be a great product on Rubylane. It seems to attract more purposeful, educated buyers who may be willing to spend more money, so your profits could be much higher there. Rubylane is a fixed price marketplace. It has no bidding on it. It's much more niche than eBay, focusing only on antiques, arts, collectibles, jewelry, that type of thing, which means your visitors to your store are more targeted. That's a good thing if you have those products. While there's no commission, Rubylane charges 19 cents per listing and a tiered maintenance fee that ranges from $69 a month for smaller sellers to 0.01 cents per item for major sellers. There's also a one-off $100 setup cost that you're going to have to incur when you start your store there. There's also greater quality control on Rubylane, and sellers are much more vetted. The next one I want to talk about is Walmart. Walmart, can you sell your products on Walmart? You sure can. We have our products listed on Walmart. It's not widely known that Walmart, one of the largest retail corporations on the planet, has entered into e-commerce marketplace world. See, Walmart Marketplace is a platform where select sellers can list and sell their products. It's very similar to Amazon because you're going to be competing with Walmart. That's just the way it is. It's definitely worth considering though as an alternative to selling on eBay. You get to take advantage of Walmart's massive reach and customer base, and it's free and easy to get set up. Walmart seems to be taking the e-commerce space more seriously lately, so it's likely to be investing heavily in this area, which who knows, maybe will bring you more business. There are no setup or maintenance fees. Merchants just pay a referral fee of between 8 and 20% for successful sales. Now that's a pretty high percentage. There's no auction option. It's just fixed price listings. Depending on your product and niche, you could be competing against some Walmart owned brands which may be given priority on the platform. Of course, it's their website. Walmart online sales are lagging behind eBay and Amazon, but it's in the early days and they're just getting started. You're going to have to expect lower margins there because of their fees. Walmart prioritizes competitively priced products, which means you might get caught up in a race to the bottom, which is never good. And the last place I want to talk about, yep, your online store. That's right, your store. You can sell stuff on your store. You can have your own website. Hey, the cool thing is there's no competition. You can sell on your very own website. You can set up some type of e-commerce plugin if you have a WordPress website, and it's really one of the easiest ways to go. When selling on your own website, you know, you've got to establish your own traffic. People aren't going to just be coming there. You're going to have to drive traffic through ads, social media, or by some other means, maybe email marketing. But once you're set up and running, you don't have to compete with anybody. You don't have to worry about cost of fees. You don't have to worry about listing fees. You have your own site. So how does your own site compare to these other sites? Well, if you were selling on eBay, you know, you would have to be competing. You'd be building your own brand. If you're selling on your own site, you can choose things like which payment forms to accept, or you could tweak the design of your store to suit your own preferences. You're not competing with anybody if you're on your own site, and that's a pretty cool thing. This means you don't have to lose sales to other people. It also means you don't have to compete on your pricing because yours is the only price on the site. Okay, so there's 10 top alternatives to selling on Amazon and eBay, and they're all great alternatives, and they fit different people based on their products. So you kind of got to look at your product, what they offer. I would suggest you doing a little bit more research on each one of them before you actually invest your time and money in putting your products there. Now, if you enjoyed this video, you've got to do me a favor. You got to join the Fisher family. How do you do that? You hit that subscribe button down there below and you subscribe to my channel, and don't forget, you got to smash the bell which is right next to the subscribe button there. You've got to smash that button, and when you do, it's going to get a pop-up, and you want to click on show all notifications. That way I can tell you every single time I've done a video. Now, as I promised, I have an e-commerce course. It's a $97 value, and you can get it absolutely free. I put in the link in the description down there. All you got to do is click on it. I really thank you for listening to this video, and if you've got some suggestions of places where you would like to sell your products, or that you have sold your products, or if you've had any dealings with Amazon or eBay, put that in the comment section below. I really appreciate you listening to this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.